And the way on them rules, I can hear from somebody now. Yeah, Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we got to try. Yeah, Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we got to try.
So why we allow this administration to erode our democracy? This is a democratic society, and therefore every creed and race must find an equal place.
Yeah, Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we got to try. Yeah, Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we got to try.
So I am calling on every youth, I am calling on every citizen. Let us unite and save Trinidad and Tobago. For far too long we have been exploited. For far too long we have been neglected. The time has come where we must stand united in order to save our country. Yes, my brothers and my sisters.
Yeah, Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we got to try. Yeah, Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we got to try.
And let us fight to defend our democracy in this country. Let us stand together.
Yeah. We cry from together. And the way on them rules, I can hear from somebody now. Yeah, Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we got to try. Yeah, Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we got to try.
So why we allow this administration to erode our democracy? This is a democratic society, and therefore every creed and race must find an equal place.
Yeah, Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we got to try. Yeah, Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we got to try.
So I am calling on every youth, I am calling on every citizen. Let us unite and save Trinidad and Tobago. For far too long we have been exploited. For far too long we have been neglected. The time has come where we must stand united in order to save our country. Yes, my brothers and my sisters.
Yeah, Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we got to try. Yeah, Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we got to try.
And let us fight to defend our democracy in this country. Let us stand together.
Yeah. They cry from the ghetto, and they wear on them like they don't care about nobody now. Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we gotta try. Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we gotta try.
So why we allow this administration to erode our democracy? This is a democratic society, and therefore every creed and race must find an equal place.
Yeah, Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we gotta try. Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we gotta try.
So I am calling on every youth, I am calling on every citizen. Let us unite and save Trinidad and Tobago. For far too long we have been exploited. For far too long we have been neglected. The time has come where we must stand united in order to save our country. Yes, my brothers and my sisters.
Yeah, Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we gotta try. Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we gotta try.
And let us fight to defend our democracy in this country. Let us stand together.
Yeah. They cry from the ghetto, and they wear on them like they don't care about nobody now. Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we gotta try. Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we gotta try.
So why we allow this administration to erode our democracy? This is a democratic society, and therefore every creed and race must find an equal place.
Yeah, Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we gotta try. Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we gotta try.
So I am calling on every youth, I am calling on every citizen. Let us unite and save Trinidad and Tobago. For far too long we have been exploited. For far too long we have been neglected. The time has come where we must stand united in order to save our country. Yes, my brothers and my sisters.
Yeah, Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we gotta try. Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we gotta try.
And let us fight to defend our democracy in this country. Let us stand together.
Yeah. They cry from the ghetto, and they wear on them like they don't care about nobody now. Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we gotta try. Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we gotta try.
So why we allow this administration to erode our democracy? This is a democratic society.
is quoted as saying that the country is doing well. All is going to plan, according to plan. I want to ask you this afternoon, if you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, if you are satisfied with the state of affairs in our country. The reason for me asking this, ladies and gentlemen, is simply because the country is quiet. It seems as though all is well in Trinidad and Tobago. It seems as though employment is on the rise. Cost of living is going down. Wages are on the increase. And everything is fine with you, the people. I really believe that things is well with you in this country. I believe so. Because you can't tell me that all that is happening in this country and you, the people of this country, is so quiet. Things have to be going nice. Everything had to be good. Everything had to be on the up with you. Your savings, your job, your providing, everything good. Everything had to be good with people in this country. Because I am saying, ladies and gentlemen, cost of living cannot be where it are and still rising and you so quiet. I am saying, ladies and gentlemen, that the level of unemployment in this country, which is unacceptable. People don't have jobs. People cannot provide for their families. But yet, at the end of the day, you, the people, are quiet. I am saying, ladies and gentlemen, that today in this country, people can no longer provide for their family. People can no longer meet their mortgages. They cannot provide food and clothes, much less shelter. And you, the people, quiet. People, I am saying that you do not have running water. Your roads, they are in a deplorable condition. Property tax. Brian Manning tries to explain using a small figure to help you to be comfortable. And yet, you are still quiet. Gas fuel would be increased very shortly at the pumps and at your stove. And yet, you people are still quiet. I want to ask, how come? You see, I'm asking how come because I could remember in 2012, 13, 14, thereabouts, you had food, you had jobs. You were paying your bills. You had free textbook. You had free laptops. You had MIC. You had GATE. You had NESC. You had everything working for you. But because Keith Rowley said to you that there was corruption and the union, good coffee, Arch, good coffee, and the union, and they, because they could not have had their way within the partnership, they join with Keith Rowley and they make a set of noise. And very shortly after, the country was making noise too. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have all levels of corruption. We have corruption in every sector. The government continues to procure without procurement legislation in place. We have Hines telling us that he is doing a piece of paving in Beetham that will cost $12 million. And yet, to the end of the day, people cannot get their money for their food card. People seeing all kind of trouble in this country, but yet still, you are quiet. You are quiet. And this is what I'm trying to understand. I am trying to understand how come under this government you have seen and continue to see the most amount of trouble. You are seeing trouble like you have never ever seen before. And yet, within all of this, ladies and gentlemen, you sit quiet in your homes, quiet by the street corner, quiet on the block, and you have absolutely no noise to make simply because the PNM in power. You see, I keep warning you guys, I keep telling you that what is happening now in our country, it will not only affect you, but hold on. You hold on right there and allow it to go as it go in. And you will realize that to the end of the day, there is nothing for you and no future for your children. That is where we are heading. And I am yet to understand how come we can be at that junction and yet the citizens of this country continue to sit quietly without making any noise with what is going on, knowing fully well that what is happening will not only destroy you, but destroy your generation. What is the problem, people? Are you so selfish? Are you so wicked to yourself? Are you, ladies and gentlemen, become this kind of individual that it matters not where your children end up in this society? I don't know. I don't know. But I am surprised. I am really, really surprised with what is happening in this country and the behavior of the citizens of this country. So let me start the ball rolling. Ansel Roger, Michael Anisette, Judy Charles, and all the other Lambert and all the other trade unions. How come today in this country all you so quiet? How come today in this country all you so dumb? How come today in this country all you not defending the people who all you swear allegiance to defend in this country? How come? How come? I remember the union misbehaving, ranting and raving, kicking and prancing. Kicking and prancing in every corner. Calling for UNC to go. Calling for Kamla to go. Now you have a prime minister. A prime minister who behaves in this country, who acts in this country, who perpetrate against the people of this country a certain type of evil, a certain type of disrespect, a certain type, ladies and gentlemen, of I don't care about you. And yet today in our country, the trade union movement in this country continue to remain quiet. Continue to remain quiet. After Keith Rowley damage, embarrass, break up, mash up your employment sector, what we used to call the milking cow, the thing that all of you benefit from, the thing that all you save millions of dollars from, destroy it. But yet to the end of the day, today we have a government who continue to misbehave and to behave as a devil. And you, the trade union movement, you have nothing to say. You have nothing to say. I want to let you tell me why. Tell me what is the promise that all you have on the back burner that we in the country have not yet been aware of. Because you cannot tell me, you people who fought, you people who stood up at one point in time for the working class in this country. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I have seen the trade union movement turn their backs on the working class, and yet to the end of it all, they stand up quiet, they sit down quiet, and they accept all that Keith Rowley bring to in and perpetrate as governance. But to the end of the day, they have nothing to say. Is it Ansel Roger? Is it Michael Anisette? Is it Judy Charles and others? That there is some plan that you guys are waiting on for all you to fall back to support the PNM? Is that the plan? Tell the country. I know PTSC going through a lot of problems at this point in time. MTS and others. And yet the union that is responsible, the leader, Judy Charles, who is responsible, yet you ain't hearing them. I invite Judy Charles to our program to come and discuss the problems that PTSC and others face. And she refused to come. She gave me excuse upon excuse. Will not come to the public and condemn the actions of the government. My question to Judy Charles tonight is why? Tell this country why. Ansel Roger, who Rowley embarrassed, who Rowley break and bring him as a little boy, as a little puppet. Mama guy them, come and sign Roger, we ready for you, come. And they jump up. Oh, we find ways ours. Papi show earlier. And yet to the end of the day, I ain't seen earlier taking the kind of action that earlier took under the partnership. I ain't seen that. Earlier had so many wage negotiations under the partnership. Today, earlier have nothing under this government. And yet to the end of the day, all you sit down, all you dumb, and throwing pecan talk like if pecan talk could do wrongly something. All you is a bunch of jokers. All you is a bunch of jokers. And tonight, I will say that the trade union movement have betrayed the working class in this country. All you is a disgrace to the working class in this country. All you have collected enough Jews to stand up and defend and to bring the necessary pressure on this government to ensure coming out of this pandemic with so much grant and so much money that was taken out of the Heritage and Stabilization Fund. All you should be in a position to demand from this government that they deliver and they assist the people, those people who work tirelessly night and day under this pandemic. They have done what the government and Terence D.L. Singh as health minister and others have failed to do. The doctors, nurses, and all the clerical workers, they have taken the time, they have demonstrated the level of compassion and the patience that they exercise, putting themselves at risk to ensure that they minimize the disaster by this government. And yet to the end of the day, I ain't hearing a trade union standing up and demanding that some sort of justice, some kind of increment should be paid to these individuals. All they get is a hand clap. All they get is a hand clap. Where are the unions? Where are the PSA? The new president, what happened to you? You dumb already too? That is how things work in this country. That is how things work. This is what is happening. Nobody standing in this country anymore. Where are the leaders from different sector, from different organizations? Where are you? You are dumb, quiet in this country, allowing this country to go along the drain. Because, let me ain't go there yet. Let me ain't go there yet. But that is what the trade union, that is where the trade union reached today. I am saying, well, since that is the behavior of the trade union movement, then you workers need to fire them. Workers need to demand fresh election in these trade union movements and get rid of the whole bunch of incompetent idiots who portray, who fail to go home, who don't want to go home, who continue to benefit from all your Jews. Time to get rid of them and get people who will stand up for all you in this country. That is what all you need to do. Because the whole bunch of them, like some toothless bulldogs with their tail between the leg, and some of them roundly cut the tail off. Some of them is bobtail trade union movement. They have no tail at all. None whatsoever. Roger, you have one. All a bunch of failures. Fail the people of this country. Watch what is happening for governance. Watch what is going on. And all you sit down in the back and have nothing to say. All you bunch of wicked trade unionists in this country. You know what happened? All you milk the cow so much. All you milk the cow so much that now, where the cow had no milk, all you wouldn't even take time to carry the cow to graze because there is no milk. You know what all you do? All you slaughter it. All you bunch of wicked people. Collect all your big money and turn all your back on the people of this country. That is what all you get. Working class, that is what all you get. That is what all you get, betrayal. A man texts me the other and said, no, Roche them has 5 matters in court and 15 matters here and 10 matters there and 10 matters there. Waste of time. Waste a good time. But let me tell you something. All you want to redeem all yourself. Trade unionists, all you want to redeem all yourself. Well, let me give you the option. Stand up with Kamla Prasad Bisesa. Stand up. Don't feel shame. Call her. Dial her number. And say, he comes. We betrayed before. And we might betray again, you know. But right now, we're willing to work with you to save this country. That is what all you could do. And until all you're ready to stand up for this country, ever so often, I will beat all you. It's blows. Blows. Because that is what all you deserve. Real blows. So we're moving on. Point number 2. We're moving on from the trade union. I'm coming to the PNM MPs now. The bunch of PNM MPs who sit in the cabinet. All your Brian Beckers, Nosebreaker or Norberger or whatever your name is. The next one who say, what do we call it by, what DB you call it by? Pinol DB. Pini Dibal. The next one, Pine Dibal. Let me tell you what I'm telling you. All you bright, you know. All you just go into the PNM with some brain. But when the PNM finish it all you be so dotish. All you be so, like all you get is senile when the PNM done with all you. You know why? All the brain all you have, and all you going in the PNM, telling all yourself that all your turn would come. Turn would come. It had no turn for all you. Pinal Dibal. None. No turn for all you. You know why? Because you not in the upper class. You not in that society where the PNM hold on to. You not there. You only there for a purpose, Pinal Dibal. You there for a purpose. And you already solved the purpose that they want you there for. And once you already solved the purpose, you're going to remain there until they're ready to get rid of you. I would have expected a young, brilliant fella like you, I can't say good looking, but a young, brilliant fella like you, I would expect that when they moved Duncy Head, they would have bring you as the Attorney General in this country. What should they do here? Watch what they do you. Why you think you can't say penal DB? You know why? It's what they did to you. You're watching penal DB and you can't say it. Because your mind, your brain hurting. You're feeling the pain because you tell yourself that I was the next good boy. But you didn't know. You are not in that caliber, boy. You're not there. And once you're not in that caliber, you only making numbers to vote when Rowley say vote. When Rowley say yes, all you have to say yes. And when Rowley say no, all you have to say no. You know why? Because he set the example with Leon. He set the example. And when he set the example, it is a case to plant in your mind that I am in charge. And when I say jump, you jump. When I say sit, you sit. And when I say get out, you go. That is what he did. But you people in the cabinet, you people on the backbench, I will tell myself that because you are on the backbench, you will get some backbone. Because sitting down long will also strengthen your back. But it seems as though all you sit down on the backbench for so long that all your backbone gone. All you have no backbone. Because if all you had backbone, all you would have remembered the people who vote for all you. All you would have remembered the poor people, the oppressed and the downtrodden, who all you went and take out on wheelchair. In some case, stretcher, sending ambulance to move them to vote, to give all you the opportunity. And that opportunity that all you get was an opportunity to serve. But what the people did not know, it was the opportunity not to serve them, but the opportunity to serve all yourself. And all you continue to serve all yourself until all your pocket start to overflow. And what does happen when your pocket start to overflow? You know, instead of you allow what fall out your pocket to go down to the poor, the oppressed, and the downtrodden, what all you do is to go by all your tailor and seamstress and make clothes with bigger pockets. So it is still nothing for the poor, the downtrodden, and the oppressed. Because all you make pockets so deep that today, the people who vote for all you, they are suffering and dying, and all you don't care. All you don't care. All you will not stand up and vote in the interest of the poor people, the oppressed, the downtrodden in this country. When all you vote in that parliament, all you vote for those who rowdy say to vote for. All you vote so that the wealth of this country could head in a certain direction. You could imagine a minister who wants to bring and who is bringing property tax to burden you, the people of the country. He is exempted from that. All you understand that this government have used you folks as pawns, as prey, and they will continue to use you and to eat you and to drink you, and then to the end of the day, what they do every time an election is called is that they put back some butter around your mouth, and when you taste it, you know it's not butter, but to the end of the day, you're going and vote for what you taste. You're going and vote for what you taste, and it is not butter. Trust me, it is not peanut butter. It might resemble peanut. It is not peanut butter, but they put that on all your mouth throughout the year. And to the end of the day, it seems as though that all you get so accustomed with the taste that some are all you now taking it by the bucket and adding sugar to it, stirring it, and say, yes, it tastes nice. That is what all you're doing in this country. And all you, I cannot believe that all you is putting in place the same thing for all your children to taste. It is the same thing. That is what you're doing. PNM MPs, how you cannot stand for the people who put you there. What is this power? What is this power that you so want that you would not stand up for what is right? You may benefit. You may benefit here. But the day is coming where you will pay for not standing up for those who put you there so that their standard of living can increase. That is what people vote earlier for. People vote earlier so that the wealth of the country, which does not belong to you nor the PNM, that the wealth would be able to share in an equitable manner so that the people's standard of living would be able to increase. That is what the people put you there for. That is what they put you there for. But all you support a madman, all you support a dictator, all you support a man with no mercy, all you support a man with no compassion, all you supporting a man with no love, all you supporting a man who do not care, all you supporting a man who doesn't even take care of what is his own. That is what all you're supporting. I could imagine when I hear Brian talking about property tax, I could only imagine what his mother, how his mother is feeling. I could only imagine. Because boy, if I had a son like you who supports what this prime minister is doing to the people of this country, let me tell you something. I disown you. And not only disown you, if I could have only get a vision, that I would have make a son who will stand up and support a prime minister like what we have today. If I was a woman, I only get a vision. Boy, I tie me tube. Trust me. Because let me tell you something, boy. People suffering. A man called me from your constituency, Brian Manning. And I am going to do a video. Let me say it one time. By the park, where the train them could run and break the neck. I'm going and do it. And I'm going and show the people. I'm going and put it up, so you have enough time. I plan to go sometime in this week. So if you know good for you, start to see about it tomorrow. I'm going and deal with it. Because what? People cannot be paying tax. People cannot be a citizen of this country. And all you're in government spending we money and not giving us justice for our money. That is governance. That is governance. That is what we taking. That is what we accepting. And yet, I'm coming back to the original point. The people still quiet. I think that Imbot, I think that Colin Imbot couldn't put it better. They ain't riot yet. Raise it! Raise it, Imbot, raise it! Raise it again! Raise it about 4 times before the year done. They ain't riot yet. Raise it! Put it on them! Just imagine a man, a finance minister, sit down with the IMF and talking about you, talking about all your bossing. He hear him. He say, I raise gas this year. And then I raise it again. And I raise it the next time. And they ain't right yet. And I think I will raise it again. Raise it, Imbot. Raise it. They ain't right yet. Boy, raise it. Raise it. Put pressure on them. Put pressure on them. You see, sometimes it will take people to reach to the bottom before they could come back up. And I am calling on the government. Send them down to the bottom. Send them down, right down to the bottom of the pit. Because it seems as though they're enjoying that. That is what they're enjoying. So send them there. Right? Send them there. We're moving on. We're moving on again. The media houses. The media houses in this country. I am saying to you, Olio is the most set of wicked, devil, evil human being that have on the face of the earth. The media houses in this country who continue to allow the people of this country to buy lies. Yes. Buy lies. By $3 and $4. Just buying lies and making millions off of the people of this country for lies. Are calling on the media tonight. Sell them more lies. Sell them. Paint your front page, back page, center page, every page. The more lie that you print is the more they go buy. Yeah. Media houses. I say earlier is the most wicked, evil devil it have on the face of the earth. But I telling earlier, print more lies. You only want to make money? Print more lies. Because that is what they like in this country. They love lies. They love lies. And it has some more dangerous lies to come, you know. It has some more dangerous lies to come. Tune into the Monday Night Forum tomorrow. Tune into the Monday Night Forum tomorrow. And all you go see how deadly this government is. Print more lies. The more lies all you print is the more money all you go make. Give them lies. Yeah, get them. Just get them. Flood them with lie. Because that's what they like to vote on. They don't vote on reality. They don't vote on policy. They vote on lie. So you want to win an election? Get them lie. Look. Publish lie until they're tired. The business sector. The business sector in this country are calling on all you. Raise all the prices. Raise all your prices. Jack it up. Set it up. If you don't have a jack, call me. I'm bringing a hydraulic jack. A monster jack. That I'll jack up my van with. I'm bringing a monster jack. Jack up all your price right up. Jack it up. They go buy. Don't afraid. They will buy. Raise all your prices. Put more money on everything. Rice, flour, sugar, oil. The basic food items. Raise it. Raise it. Add $5 more to everything. They come in and buy. Don't worry. Don't worry. They come in and buy. You ain't realize is the more pressure they get, is the more that they spend the money. Give them pressure. All they don't want to get rich. Give them pressure. Raise all the prices. Jack it up. Jack it straight up. They will buy. Don't worry, they're coming to buy all the goods. Raise everything. All the clothes store. Raise it. All them little short, skimpy pants and stretch jeans or whatever. Raise all the price. They have money to buy. You see, they ain't complaining about nothing. Raise all the price before they start to complain. Raise all the price. When they start to complain, you can take off a little dollar. Raise it. Set it up the ladder. Food, clothes, hardware material. Raise it. All you gonna make him but smarter than all you. Him but say they ain't riot yet. Raise all the things. Down to water. Raise that too. Raise everything. They go come and buy. They go buy. Don't worry. They will buy. Because you can't tell me. You cannot tell me what is happening in this country today. And this country quiet. Raise all your price, boy. Abood. Raise your price. Textile King. Raise your price. They will come down the hill from Laventille, John, Beetham, Silots. They coming to buy. Raise it. Raise it. Because it's more pressure they get, it's more they obey. You see, let me tell you something now, boy. I think this is a classic case of a Bible historic event where the more pressure that Pharaoh bring on the children of Israel is the more they obey. So all you ain't seen what happening here? All you ain't seen this little Israel here? We don't get Israeli equipment to spy. They're spying on everything. They're spying on TV, they're spying on phone, they're spying WhatsApp, they're spying Messenger, they're spying Facebook, they're spying. They're trying to get a piece of equipment right now to read your mind. So they go spy on your mind too. Right? This is little Israel. The people not rebelling for nothing. Raise the prices. Don't afraid. This country is in a nice place. This country have money. The people have money. No wonder Rowley tell them to bring in all the notes and change it. So he know exactly how much money they have. So raise all your prices and try to see what all you could get before they start to complain. Because this society ain't complaining. Everything going nice with this society. Everybody paying the bill. Everybody have laptop. Everybody getting water in the pipe. Everybody things nice. Things nice. Rowley things nice. Come Rowley, jack it up on them now, man. You can't tell me people in this condition where they had to actually be begging for a hamper, and yet to the end of the day, these people so well behave in this country. Let me tell you something. I hear sometime last week, Labre people cut down a set of trees and block all about the place. You know the media was instructed not to carry that story. The media was instructed, from what I hear, not to carry that story. They were instructed not to carry that story. They said that the thing was so petty, just a few trees they cut. Don't carry that story. So you see, think nice in this country. Watch. All you don't complain. All you stay quiet. All you wait and relax, and everything will be all right. Next week, Monday, things will be nice. Gas price will be at a nice place. Don't complain. Property tax come in, or they don't complain. Just pay the property tax. Don't complain. Water rate increase, don't complain. Just go and pay the water rate. Light bill, utility bill, light bill increase, don't complain. Just go and pay the light bill. Everything raised in the grocery, don't complain. Just go and pay and buy. And when all you can buy, or they just lie down by the side of the road and wait. Because in Haiti, I think they're making mud biscuit. So all they don't worry. It have enough mud in this country for all to eat. So all they stay quiet, stay safe, and continue to support this government. And when things run out, make mud biscuit. All you go be strong, everything go be good. So here we are saying right now, have a good night, or stay blessed, stay safe, but I out of here. Don't complain. Everything nice. I go on.
When the youth them know we got to try Victor vibes. If you want to see a better life, yeah, share the light. When the youth them know we got to try.
And let us fight to defend our democracy in this country. Let us stand together.
Yeah. They cry from the ghetto, and they wear on them like they don't care about the money now. Victor vibes. If you want to see a better